All aboard Streamline Express. All aboard.
But I must get on that train. I'll give you the full price of the ticket just to get on for 5 minutes.
Are you absolutely certain, yes or no? Did you see that train? You're darn shooting I've seen that train.
There's your pride and joy just coming off the turntable.
Yes, sirree, the old express.
I'm Ethan Smith, and this is the Steam Engine Express. Normally, right now, I'd begin the curation segment. However, it's episode 20 of the Express, and I've got something special planned. Change can be a good thing, and I've largely kept the format of this podcast the same in its 5-month run so far. However, often just featuring one post from a steam engine passenger does not accurately represent their bodies of work across the platform. Not long ago, passenger and full-time steamian Crazy BG Adventure introduced an initiative called Shout Out Saturday, where he invites people to give shout-outs to other steamians who have been influential or perhaps have otherwise piqued their interest. I realize it's not Saturday, but in the spirit of that initiative, I plan to use today's Express to highlight the work done by specific people who I believe deserve the spotlight. And where better to start than with the very people who make the steam engine continue to chug down the tracks each week. This week's Express is all about the leadership team here at the steam engine. Let's get started. Enchanted Spirit is often invisible in the Discord server for the group, but she's a presence to be reckoned with when it comes to curation. She scours our post-promotion channel each and every day to find the best of what is submitted in order to highlight such posts in each volume of the Daily Whistle Stops, which, as it implies, is a daily curation post shared on the group's account on Steemit. In addition to curating for the Steam Engine group account, Enchanted Spirit also publishes a personal curation series called The Inbox Runneth Over, which may be found by visiting at The Inbox on Steemit. When it comes to her personal blog, she enjoys sharing various items related to astrological signs and predictions. And then finally, when it comes to curation on Steemit, there are few better, and we're incredibly privileged to have Enchanted Spirit on our team. Head over to any of her accounts and show some support. It is definitely well deserved. Quite literally right across the room from Enchanted Spirit is her husband and group gatekeeper, Cat Weasel. The Weasel handles admissions into the group, which is via an application process, so he's usually the first one to evaluate the work of potential new passengers. He has tough but fair standards for group admissions, but based on the members he has admitted, we know he does an excellent job. In addition to being the gatekeeper, he occasionally shares his own curation initiative in partnership with Enchanted Spirit called The Magnificent 7, which features 7 posts that they have deemed magnificent. You may also find Cat Weasel leaving comments across the various posts he curates, and you'll always be able to recognize him by his slogan, "Trust me, I'm a doctor." Next up is a Panama Mama, who fearlessly checks behind our members to make sure they've completed our post-promotion requirements, while at the same time raising and homeschooling 5 children just miles away from a picturesque volcano in Panama. Over the past few months, she has been consistently helpful to our community and takes the time to share all sorts of ideas and posts on her personal blog that include things about her life, her children, crafts, and of course, the scenery and landscape near her home. I encourage you to follow her blog and feel free to say hello if you ever see her in the Discord server. She's often a quiet member of our leadership team, but nevertheless invaluable. Bad commenters beware. Our railroad cop awakened to life will track you down if you dare type the words "nice post" into the comment field on Steemit and click submit. In all seriousness though, Awakened to Life is a fantastic guy. Hailing from Croatia, he's a basketball player who finds himself in Italy for most of the year, but also manages to find the time to help promote quality engagement among our members in the post-promotion channel. He's also my co-host each week during our Talk of the Line radio show, which has been a delightful experience over the past few weeks. One of the friendliest people you'll meet in our server, Awakened to Life is always willing to help if he's around. And if you ever have trouble with someone leaving a short or unhelpful comment on your posts, he'll be happy to reach out and encourage better behavior. As one might expect, if you follow his blog, you can learn all about what it's like to be a basketball player in Italy, but his main focus is encouragement and motivation. If you're in need of a pick-me-up or need some encouraging words to kickstart your day, look no further than his blog. In fact, you should head over right now and give him a follow. You won't regret it. And finally, there's me. If you're here listening to this podcast, I already know you're familiar with the various initiatives that I facilitate and support each week across STEEM. So I actually want to take this opportunity to say thank you to not only all of you listening, but also all of the aforementioned people who are on our leadership team at the STEAM Engine. Everyone's been fantastic over the past 6 months as we've gotten the group off the ground, and I am looking forward to working with all of you in the future. I also want to take a moment to outline a path forward for myself. As I mentioned not long ago, this podcast is still a priority for my presence on the STEAM blockchain, but other obligations in life have kept me from regularly blogging otherwise. Long term, I'd like to return to publishing more lessons in the Beginner's Guide to STEAM, share more personal experiences from my day-to-day life, and publish more STEM-related content about the research I perform as a graduate student. I anticipate these goals will be difficult to complete alongside my regular graduate student work, but I am also looking forward to passively supporting other great initiatives across STEAM, some of which I'll mention now, like the STEAM Ramble, the Buddy Up Project, Fiber Artists, the Paddling Nature Ramble, Beyond the Veil, and You Are Hope. You can find more information about all of these groups and organizations by visiting the original blog post for this podcast at steemit.com/@EthanD.Smith. As for individuals to thank, there are so many you'd probably get bored if I listed them all, so I'll plan to feature them in future episodes of the Express Shoutout Edition, which is my affectionate name for this type of podcast. For those of you still around listening, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to feature more members of the STEAM Engine community in future podcasts, but I will also have a regular curation episode every now and then as well. Stay tuned for more information, and don't forget to check out Talk of the Line each week at 8 p.m. UTC on steamstar.net. The STEAM Engine Express features 5 of the best posts curated by the STEAM Engine each week across the STEAMit platform. The Express is produced by Ethan D. Smith exclusively for the STEAM Engine Initiative on steemit.com and is featured throughout the week on the steamstar.net radio network. That's all for this week's episode. To read posts mentioned in today's Express or to listen to past episodes, visit steemit.com/@EthanD. Smith. I hope you'll catch the next Express.